Two-time Olympic figure skating champion Yuzuru Hanyu retires. Japanese figure skater Yuzuru Hanyu officially announced his retirement on July 19, 2022. This happened at a special press conference, which was announced in advance by the athlete and his representatives. Yuzuru Hanyu's words on the decision. "I was able to get this far thanks to the support. I was also supported by the media and cameramen, many people. I am very happy that I was able to skate and be Yuzuru Hanyu. I still have a lot to learn, but I decided to keep writing. I thought that I wanted to announce my decision myself, so I could not tell my relatives in advance. These people are very important to me and I want to continue to cherish them in the future. I will try my best, including for those who couldn't see me live. I will continue to challenge the 4.5 turn axle. As a professional athlete, I will continue to pursue my ideal." When I first thought about what to say at this press conference, I didn't want to just say about my career from now on. So I don't feel sad. I want to create opportunities for people to watch me skate on stages other than competition. There were many moments when I thought about becoming a professional athlete and taking a new step. Not in a negative sense, like retirement. After Pyeongchang 2018, at every competition, I thought about many things. For example, about whether I chose the wrong path or did not try hard enough. The final decision was made after Beijing. When the Olympics were over, I returned home to rest and rebuild my ankle. When I couldn't skate, I thought I wanted to get better and stronger, and I made that decision. The show Fantasy on Ice was the last time I performed as an amateur. As an athlete, I have never been happy with my current position and always thought I wanted to improve. Whether it's jumping or interpreting music, it's always been fun trying to improve. For me, figure skating is equal to life. Figure skating is not about setting records or jumping difficult jumps. Even when I was little, I just wanted to be praised so I could keep working. When I first started skating and looking at the skaters of that era, I was impressed that I only had 2 quads. Everyone jumps a lot of quads these days, but back then it was amazing to have multiple quads or a quad and a triple axle. Figure skating, which I love, is from the era I grew up in. I want to keep showing performances that will make people keep looking at me. Anything can happen, but I want to pursue my ideal shape, like in those years. About the Olympic Games. I was able to win 2 Olympics in a row. Now I feel that I can say and do something thanks to these medals. In Beijing, I didn't manage to succeed, but I was able to pursue my dreams and keep trying my best. It was a place where I could prove something. I don't planned to compete in the future. I think I was able to get all the results I was looking for, and I no longer feel the desire to continue. I don't like the expression retire, so I don't want to use it. I said after Sochi that my 2 Olympics would be the beginning, and I really feel that this is what happened. I have been able to do many things, including winning the 2024 Continents Championship. I continued to Beijing, but I don't think I need to compete to keep my perfect shape for the free skate. I can only do certain things outside of competition. About future plans. I want to keep always challenging something. It is hard for me to draw a line between a competitive athlete and a professional one, so I don't want anything to change dramatically. From now on, as an athlete, I want to keep doing my best and, of course, land the quad axle. I strongly feel that I want to share this jump with everyone and present it to the public. I think about the show, there were certain conversations. As for specific announcements, I am still not sure if this will happen at all. Up to this point, I was limited to competition. I want to create something that people who have never been to live skating will also want to see, that will satisfy the people who have supported me until now. I can't give you any details, but please wait. When I won my 2nd Olympics, I thought I wanted to continue to improve as a professional figure skater. But at that moment I decided that everything could be over before I had a concrete idea of how to do it. I was still chasing the flip and lutz as the jumps that would become an integral part of the new era. Even now I feel that I was able to significantly improve my jumps. I don't know if I'll be riding until I am 40, but I am glad people will see that some things are still possible at a certain age. There are different ways to work hard and do your best, and I want to improve by discovering them. About fan support. I think I am very lucky to have such support. But I am just an athlete, so from now on, as long as I continue to perform, people will see me from different points of view. I am not an idol or an actor. As an athlete, I was able to show people something unique. I want to be perfect and continue to be the best Yuzuru Hanyu. During Pyeongchang, when I felt a bit down and said something about my efforts not being rewarded, people still supported me. I want to keep performing. There were times when I felt empty inside, cried for no reason and couldn't eat. I'd learned to trust a lot of people, and there were times when I didn't know who to trust, but I guess that's how everyone feels. From now on, I want to cherish myself the way many people have cared for me until now. To the people who said it makes sense to support me and found inspiration, I would like to say thank you. I don't think there is anything special about me. Thanks to the fact that so many people support me, I was able to come here. Even if only 10 people supported me, I would feel satisfied only from this. So my true feelings are, please look forward to what comes next and keep watching. I don't think it's right to say thank you here because it's not over yet. I will continue and do my best, so I will count on you further. Yuzuru is remembered for historical jumps. He moved figure skating forward. In 2016, for the first time in history, a quad loop jumped. And in 2022, at the Beijing Olympics, he was the first in history to try to perform a quadruple axel in a free program. However, he made a fall and took only the fourth final place. The 2022-23 season in figure skating, as in almost all sports, will be held without Russia. Which of the figure skaters in women's single skating, in the absence of rivals from Russia, will now be able to claim medals in international tournaments? The era without Russia on the world figure skating scene has already begun, and no one knows how long it will last. The 2022 World Championship, which took place in March, lost the strongest athletes from Russia, who could impose a fight for medals in all sports. In women's singles skating, Japanese Kaori Sakamoto took the gold of the World Championship. This did not come as a surprise to anyone. The figure skater adequately opposed the Russians at the Olympic Games, ahead of Kamila Valieva and winning a bronze medal. Would she have done this if the doping scandal with Valieva had not happened? This is a question, but history does not tolerate the subjunctive mood. Therefore, it is not surprising that in Montpellier, a month and a half after the Games in Beijing, the Japanese figure skater had no equal. The second at the World Championship was the Belgian Luna Hendricks, who showed up for the tournament literally at the last moment. She was recovering from an injury, ligament rupture, and doubted that she would be able to skate her programs. Closed the top 3 American Alice Liu. She could be called one of the favorites of the next season. Her content allows you to fight with rivals on an equal footing. She owns a triple axel, but in the offseason it became known that the skater decided to end her career at 16, saying that she had achieved her goals in figure skating. Interestingly, it was Liu who for a long time was called one of the main rivals of the Russians. Hi, so I am here to announce that I am retiring from figure skating. I started skating when I was 5, so it was like 11 years on the ice, and it was a crazy 11 years. A lot of good and a lot of bad, but that's the way it is. I have made so many friends and so many good memories that I will have for the rest of my life. Honestly, I never thought that I would achieve so much. God, I am so happy. I am so happy with the way my figure skating career has turned out. Now that I am finally done with my skating goals, I am going to move on with my life, the girl wrote on her personal page on one of the social networks. Interestingly, both Sakamoto and Hendricks did not perform Ultra C elements at the World Championships, neither the triple axel, nor even the 4-turn jumps. It is worth noting here that at the adult level only Russian women can do quadruple jumps. None of the adult figure skaters in the world jumps them. With a triple axel, it is a little easier. It can be performed by Japanese women Wakaba Higuchi and Mana Kawabe, Korean women Yu Yong and Han Lee. Liu was included in this list, and only Kamila Valieva and Elizaveta Tuktamasheva jumped this element in the Russian team. Alexandra Trusova, although she consistently declares the trixel in the short program, she also falls steadily from it. She has never managed to perform a jump purely in competitions. However, the triple axel is a really difficult element that skaters do not always succeed in. At the same World Championships, Young became the 5th, Lee the 7th, and Higuchi and Kawabe fell out of the top 10, 11th and 15th places, respectively. So the trixel for foreigners is not at all an indicator that the skater will be able to fight for high places, as was the case with Elena Kostorna, for example, who beat Trusova and Anna Sherbakova, who own quads, thanks to the axle and stability. This was shown by the World Championship, when the gold and silver were taken by the figure skaters without Ultra C elements. By the way, a very interesting fact is that Sakamoto, who set 2 personal records, in a free program and in total points, beat Anna Sherbakova, who won the 2021 World Championships, on points. Speaking about the favorites of the next season, we can also recall the Russians who changed their citizenship. For example, Anastasia Gubanova, who now plays for Georgia, became the 6th at the World Championships. She performed all her elements cleanly. However, she received a small mark for the components, but she improved her result from the Olympic Games in Beijing. Then she was 11th. It is noteworthy that if we take the representatives of Europe, then she took second place, losing only to Hendricks. So, Gubanova may well compete for victory at one of the stages of the Grand Prix and for the podium at the European Championship. Ekaterina Ryabova, representing Azerbaijan, with a clean performance of programs, can impose a fight on her rivals, as well as three-time champion of Poland Ekaterina Kurakova. American women can also impose a fight. Mariah Bell was fourth at the World Championships, and Karen Chen was eighth, but in the absence of Russians and the stable execution of their programs without errors, both can compete for medals. And it is worth remembering another American figure skater, Isabel Levito. The athlete is 15 years old, and last season she won the Junior World Championship. This victory, like Sakamoto's gold, seemed not very real in the presence of representatives of Russia. 3 Sofias gathered for the championship: Akadiev, Muravyov, and Samodelkina. But now Levito is becoming practically the leader of the US team. The above-mentioned Chen and Bell are experiencing difficulties with cascades. Liu has retired. Only age can become a problem for Levito, who does not jump yet, but is studying Ultra-C elements. From next season, the International Skating Union, ISU, introduces a gradual increase in the age limit for entering adult competitions. Now it is 15 years old, in the new season, 16, and a year later, 17. Thus, we can conclude Sakamoto and Hendricks can be called unambiguous favorites for the next season, but then everything will depend on the athletes themselves. Theoretically, with cleanly executed programs, the skaters listed above can cling to the medals of international tournaments.